I'm just gonna leave it at Red Dead Redemption is tricky as hell to run. Hey guys, welcome back to Javon Rule 16. I am your host Javon, and today we're back for a brand new benchmark. It's Red Dead Redemption for the Xbox 360. That's right, they were testing out the Xenia emulator once again on my Intel Core i3-10105 with the AMD RX-6600 8GB VRAM graphics card. I'm running with 16GB of DDR4 RAM and dual channel memory, and as you can see, I do have the 60 FPS patch applied. We have all of grass being removed just to get some more performance. I also disabled shadows, and realistically we are still struggling. This is meant for 30 FPS. It can do 30 all day. I tried to do 60 and for some reason my CPU just almost, it's crazy because my CPU was at 30 and 40% at least 30 in the 30s for 30 FPS, and it more than doubled for 60 even when I disabled everything, which is kind of crazy. But regardless, the game is performing at 60 in certain areas. But once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and stick around for more epic content. It still seems like you need something a bit more beefy to run this game properly at 60. Unfortunate. This is the latest build of Xenia, the Canary build, and yeah, this is all I get. Now, I know on this ride I'm probably going to maintain almost 60 the whole time. I hate seeing my CPU at 90%. If you're wondering why I'm freaking out, I hate that. I hate it so much. The GPU is fine. The GPU is on Xenia is always fine, but this is still for 30 FPS. I'm gonna follow you, bro. Let's go. So yeah, like I was saying, 89%. Hate seeing it, but it is running. Yeah. This is what I meant by how it would perform. As you can see, we are hitting a solid 60 FPS now. No frame dips, no frame drops. It's just running 60, but we are running around where there's nothing outside. So yeah. And obviously, as you can see, my CPU is the bottleneck.
So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an old freighted back to. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
It's running decently. I really don't like the fact that my CPU is at 87%. I really don't like that. No me gusta, no me gusta. But it seems like it's just on the edge of hitting that 60 FPS.
You can do a lot worse than armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
I'ma just keep moving on. Push me to the edge. But yeah, as you can see, there's not much to talk about here. I feel like I've done this video like 60 times at this point. I've done this video a lot with different hardware. It runs, and we're hitting 60. We won't forever, and I'm not bringing back the grass because my CPU can't handle it. I didn't even realize previously because the RX 570 was such a bottleneck that I never realized that the CPU could be an issue. I never realized, but now I do. It's crazy.
There's things you better off not knowing.
I don't know how long this will maintain this. Like I said, in Bonnie's farm, I imagine it's gonna get rough again, but you know.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The fort's just over this hill.
I'm gonna see what happens. Maybe it drops to, I'm gonna hope it drops to at least, it stays in the 40s to 50s in Bonnie's farm, but other than that, this is performing quite well. This cutscene's at 60 as well. Nice.
This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
Great, let's walk down there. I want to walk and see what happens. It's maintaining itself. It's doing something, dude. Look how barren this is, dude. What? That is barren, bro. I feel like I need to get the Undead Nightmare one just to make sure this is how this actually performs. Anyway, we're going to Bonnie's farm and see what happens there. Definitely don't have the right Red Dead Redemption I normally use. We want to go outside and see. Alright, please stay over the 40s. Alright, still stays in the 40s. Looks terrible, but once again, if you have a CPU like this, limit the game to 30, and you're going to be at 30 solid all day long. This is only if you really, really want to play this game closer to 60. But to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? There's nothing around. I don't think this is how this is supposed to look. It looks weird. I'm just going to mute myself now. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Yeah! Come on, then. I'll show you around the property.
Come on!
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. Hello. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change.